Hi, it's Wilma, and this is Wilma's Cross Stitch. Welcome, stitchy friends. I am coming to you from Saskatchewan, Canada, and it is Thursday, November 27th. Happy Thanksgiving to my American friends. So, thank you for coming today. I especially want to thank those who are new to my channel. Glad to have you here and hope you like what you see. And for my returning viewers, thank you so much for coming again. It's great to see you. So this week has gone by very fast. It's been busy, busy, busy. And not so much stitching, but doing other things, like especially doing fully finishes. So that's what I thought I'd start showing you today, is my fully finishes. So let's get to it. So, and these are all for ornaments and all for gifts. So here's the first one. And most of them are pillows. So here's the first one. It's a Stitching with the Housewives, Saint Nick. And I finished it in the back. I did a slit in the back, then I put felt on it, and then today I put a wreath on it. Thought I'd change it up a bit. And also did a bow. I am not a great bow maker, but it's good enough. So there you go. So there's the first finish. Then we have this other one, also Stitching with the Housewives. It's all Stitching with the Housewives this week. So there you go. And when I do Stitching with the Housewives, it is mostly, I get the charts as PDFs off of their Etsy site. It works out really well and easy for me as I'm in Canada. No waiting. So there you go. And this is how I did the back here. And I put a little candy cane on. I got those candy canes from Michael's a number of years ago. And it has a little spot where you can put, where you can sew it on. So there you go. So there's the second one I did. And these are all done on 14 count. What's it called? It's from that quarter shop. It's not black. I don't remember. I will have to tell you. I will write it in the notes what the actual name of the black fabric is. I just can't think of it now. Words can be difficult sometimes. And here's another one. And it's Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. And I did 3 boards. And Stitching with the Housewives trim. A wreath on the back. And lots of board and some batting. And also use some rickrack. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It turned out well. What's going on down here? Oh, we got a little bit of glue on here. I'll have to fix that. A little bit of glue. There you go. That glue gun. And then the last one is also a finish, but it was also a start. I started it, I finished stitching it, and I did a fully finish. And this is a freebie from Stitching with the Housewives that is on her blog, which is Priscilla Blog 2000. And it was from this year. And yes, I got it done. It's amazing. And I just put felt on the back once I covered the stitching stuff. And then I just used one of these snowflakes, which I got at a dollar store. I think I got it either at Dollar Tree or Dollarama, which is a dollar store here in Canada. So, and I just glued it on, just staying on. I'm not using magnets and washers because I'm having some issues with those. Just glued it on. It's nice and small. It'll fit nicely in the box. There you go. So those are all my finishes today. What's next? And you know what? They took a lot of time. They took a lot of time working on those, but they turned out nice, and I am happy with them. So now on to, I'm going to show you a start, which is also from Stitching with the Housewives. It is in a bag that I got made by a friend named Jessica, who lives in Manitoba. I forget the name of her business. She has a business online, but I forget the name right now. But it's Jessica. If you really want to know, let me know, and I will ask her. So anyway, here are my threads. These are the threads these are the most common threads I use from Stitching with the Housewives projects. And did I show this to you? Glory to the Newborn King. There's a series of different ones, and I'm planning on doing all 4 or 5 in the series. And it's done on 14 count white Aida. And this is how much I got done. I didn't get much done, and this is probably going to be for me. So it gets done when it gets done. No hurry. Even if I don't get it done till 2026, that's fine. I've got lots of ornaments to put on my tree. So that is the first thing I was stitching on. So the next thing is, and that was a start, and all the rest are whips. And haven't got a lot done on the whips, but anyway. So the next one I want to show you, I'll first show you the bag. This is from Evertote, which is a company here in Canada who also sells Roxy Floss. So anyway, that's the Evertote bag. And this is the project. Tiny Modernist is the 14-part series, stitch-along series. I just got part 13 last Monday, which means this Monday I will get the last part. So I'm a little bit behind on it, but that's okay. You do what you can do. And I'm doing this on 14 count gray pewter, 14 count Aida gray pewter. Here's the full piece. And let me show you close up what I've done from the Monday chart. Not a whole lot, but I've just done the borders because that's what I planned about a month ago. I thought, you know what, I don't know if I can keep up, and I just want to get the borders done so I can keep going. But the last border, the last part is going to be pretty easy. It's going to go up, it's going to go across, it's going to go across this bottom part all the way across. We know that because this has been following very similar to the Halloween stitch along. So I know that's what it's going to be. So we'll see if I get anything done in the next few days. I have a busy few days as some of our friends are coming over this Saturday. So anyway, that is that when I got stitched. Whoops, things are falling. And then what's the next one? Next one is Santa Stops Here, Brenda Gervais. And I've been working on that for a while. And let me see if I can find it. Here it is. And it's being done on 14 count Aida. And it looks like beautiful beige. I think it's beautiful beige. There it is. And what did I do this week? This week I worked on the tree. I worked on this green tree, and then I worked on some of these things here. These are also trees, and a little bit of the candy cane. Just little bits and pieces. This is probably one of my favorites, and I'm seriously thinking of having this be one of my projects that I take into 2026. I like to work on like 1 or 2 Christmas ones throughout the year until they're done. So, let me take it out of the plastic. It's so much easier to see, although it makes a little bit of noise. I'm doing it. There it is. Santa Stops Here. I've seen other people, Flosstubers, who have been working on it, some who have finished it, and some who are still working on it. So that house is going to be a big job. But that's okay. Yeah, we'll just keep working on it until it gets done. Probably, maybe, we'll be able to get it done for next Christmas, Christmas 2026. That would be great. So there's that. I got that done. Then I worked on this, which is another stitch along with a bunch of Flosstubers. Mrs. Smith is one of the people, one of the Flosstubers who's working on this project. And it is called Peace and Goodwill by Brenda Gervais. Yes, I do love Brenda Gervais. So here's the chart. And I had started working on it a while ago, but when they announced that they were having a stitch along, I thought, oh, let me do that. Let me work on this. And I am making progress on this. What did I do? I did, if you look between the reindeer, there's a little tree. I did that. And then I also started, I also did, let me just fold it like this. I did peace and goodwill. Then I did part of the roof, and then this tree that's above the roof. So yeah, I'm making good progress. As you can see, I'm leaving the house to the end because I'm still not sure about the house. I was thinking I would change it to red, but I'm not sure, so I will leave that to the end. And that is in a bag that I call it a project folder, not really a bag, because I don't do zippers, so it was just with Velcro. And that's something I did myself. And I have this peace and goodwill in that bag, but I also have another one that is a companion to peace and goodwill, which is feels like fall. So maybe the peace and goodwill was the companion to this one. This one might have come out first, but anyway, this is the fall one. And once the peace and goodwill is done, then this one will be on the stitching routine. So and see, I already got my floss already, and I've got some fabric in that bag. So yeah, can't wait to do it. So I worked on that, and I enjoyed both those Brenda Gervais. I really enjoy working on those projects. Then I have Jingle Ball. Now, I really don't expect that Jingle Ball is pre-stitching for Jingle Ball is going to get done, but that's fine. I really enjoy just watching the video and really listening and watching the designer and how she finishes, and then I'll finish it afterwards. So I am doing 2 classes with Jingle Ball, and both projects are in here. They're both from Stacey Nash. One is I feel like I have to sneeze. Maybe not. Is the ginger, the animal cracker. So I'm working on that. And then I also have a gingerbread. And the gingerbread is supposed to be a sewing book, but like many others, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it into a sewing book or just make it into a little ornament. So kind of like just kind of like this, just finishing it off like the crackers. But we'll see. Haven't decided yet, and haven't started it yet because just a few weeks ago I decided I wanted the hand-dyed colors. So that's the package that I'm waiting for from my friend Anne from Knowledge and Needles in Ontario. So as soon as I get that, I might go and start the gingerbread. But right now I'm working on Ginger, the cute little Christmas mouse, and don't have a lot done. I worked on a little bit more today and started working down here. So there's a lot of fill-in. So yeah, I might just be doing the fill-in while I'm watching the class for Jingle Ball. And that is only a week away. How exciting, eh? That we are going to be able to do that in another week. That's great. So anyway, and I'm doing ginger not on the called for fabric. I'm using the called for threads, but not the called for fabric. I'm using 14 count peppermint sparkle by Fabrics by Stephanie, and I love this fabric. I'm really fond of this. I'm going to need to get some more of this. It's a really nice, it's red, but it's a pinky red. So yeah. And then I've got this other Fabrics by Stephanie, which is called Driftwood, and I am going to use that for the gingerbread, and I really like this fabric too. So that is all the stitching I got done this week. So not a lot, but I'm very pleased with my fully finishes that I finished. So there's no haul because I'm waiting for Canada Post to send my packages. I'm getting one small package from JBW. I won a chart from making a comment on her Flosstube, which is great. So that will be coming, but that will probably take a little while. And then my package from Anne that has hand-dyed floss for the Jingle Ball, and then it has some other hand-dyed floss because I'm getting ready to start kitting up some things for 2026. So that's that. But you know, last week I talked about some haul I had received, and it was these rings that I got. Instead of the metal rings, I got these rings. And I thought I'd show you what I'm doing with the rings today. I haven't gotten too far, but I've started. And I'm using them for my hand-dyed floss. And I'm starting to use them first for classic colorworks. So I have been using these boxes, these photo boxes, and there's 16 of them, and they come in a big case. But it hasn't been working really that well because some of the boxes are really full because I have a lot of certain colors because of projects finished or whatever. So what I decided is I'm going to start taking the floss out of these boxes, and I'm going to put them on rings like this. Like that. This is the first one. This is the second one. And I'll do a bunch of them. And then I will put them in one of these boxes. And I think it will be easier to find the colors and easier to store them. So that's what I'm planning on doing with those rings. And I'm going to do that for Classic Colorworks weeks. I did use the envelopes for Gentle Art, but I might change that. We'll see. But I'll start by using those rings for Classic Colorworks, and that's the floss that I have the most of. And then I'll go to weeks and do that too. So that's all I have to say about that. Okay, so I just thought I'd share that I'm starting to think about my planning for 2026. I did a list. I got more projects on my list. Oh, excuse me. Then I have time. I have to drink a little bit of water. Yes, more projects than I have time. So I have to figure out which ones I want to do. I already know a few that are at the top of my list, but I am going to start working on that, thinking about and planning 2026. And then in a few weeks, I'll be sharing that with you. I'm also planning on doing a whip parade. Yes, I have lots of whips, so that is quite the undertaking. But I want to reorganize my whips first before I do a Flosstube about my whip, with my whip parade. So that'll either happen the end of December or the beginning of January. So I mentioned last week that I was doing a freebie on my Facebook group, and I'm just doing it there because it's the easiest place for me to do it. So for the next few weeks, I'll be having a freebie draw on my Facebook group, and the Facebook group is called the same thing as my channel here, Wilma's Cross Stitch. And I'll be giving away a chart. I'll be doing it the next 4 weeks, and each week I'll be doing a new chart. There's one chart, so you can just sign up, and there'll be one lucky winner. The charts are going to be very small. They're probably going to be, they may all be Lizzie Kate charts, or there'll be another chart that's small of this size that I'm about to show you. Because I want to be able to send it anywhere in the world. And if it goes outside of Canada, it has to be in an envelope, like as if you were sending a Christmas card or something, just a small envelope. So this is the one that's available right now. I'll be doing 3 more, and they're probably going to be Christmas related, I think. So I haven't chosen them yet, but they'll probably be Christmas related. And see, it's a small chart, and it's, what else can I show you? Here. And with information in there. And let me close it quickly before I show you the design. So I'm going to do that. I already have a number of people who've already signed up who would like to win it. So you have until Monday, and then there'll be 3 more happening in the next few weeks. So that's kind of my Christmas present to the people who follow me. So that's that. What else do I have that I want to talk about? Oh yes, starting Monday, December 1st, I'm doing Flossmas. I'm going to do Flossmas. I'm going to do 12 days of Christmas. And what is that going to entail? So from December 1st to the 12th, I will do a short video each day. It's not going to be long. It's 5 to 10 minutes. And we'll be talking about my favorite non-stitching Christmas thing. I'm Dutch background, so there'll be some of that stuff. I have things in my things that I have related to Christmas that my mother made, which I'll be sharing, and things like that. Then I'll be doing my 12 favorite Christmas finishes. So each day I'll show you a new finish that I've got fully finished that I'm especially fond of or love. So that's that. Then I'll be sharing each day. I'll be sharing a Canadian designer, and then I will also be sharing my 12. In those 12 days, I'll be sharing my 12 favorite designers from other parts of the world. Now that's hard because I definitely have more than 12, but I'm going to limit it. That's a tongue twister. To 12. So, well, we will see how Flossmas goes. I'm hoping it's going well because last video I had some technical difficulty. So I'm hoping with these shorts that I don't have too many difficulties. Keep my fingers crossed. So, and what have I been, I just thought I'd share a little personal what I've been doing this week. I've been very busy baking and shopping and stuff because my husband and me are getting ready to have some friends over for an early Christmas celebration. So many people go away, so we wanted to celebrate with them and just have some time, socializing with them before Christmas. So that's what we're doing. So busy getting ready for that. But I will be back on Monday for my first Flossmas. So it's always great to be here and to get to talk to you. And I hope you come back for Flossmas on Monday. If you don't have time right now, you can always have a look at it later on. And so until Monday, this is Wilma saying happy stitching. Bye, friends.